All right, I just found an HDR setting I didn't have on some of my other videos. Maybe it'll make it look better. Probably take longer to download to YouTube as well. Anyway, Merry Christmas Eve, and I'm doing a quick video of just a couple things I've gotten and a couple other thoughts on stuff I've been checking out. I guess we'll go ahead and show you the new stuff I got. I got some other stuff coming here pretty quick, probably post Christmas, but I bought this set, which I've actually never heard of, is a Trilogy. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that person's name. I got this from a website called Deaf Crocodile, which I've also gotten a few other Russian fantasy Blu-rays, like the Sample, some cool Russian stuff, and then obviously the one that most people have heard is not this one. This is another fantasy film about this wizard that ends up having this guy's wife kidnapped on their like marriage day. The sets are really cool. It's like almost borderline like theater sets on a lot of those. But anyway, then of course the better known film Ilyar Meromets, and they have like a makeshift dragon. It's kind of, the dragon is on the scale of like something like the one in Die Nebelgen. I can't pronounce any of these things, which I'll be doing a video on here in the future. I have the Blu-ray of that, and this is the extended edition of that. But anyway, that's Deaf Crocodile. Just a couple showings of those Russian films that I've purchased from them in the past. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, Tales of Tsar Sultan. You can buy that, I think, as a complete set. I don't know if you can find it anymore on that site. But this is kind of, to me, sounded like in the vein of that Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. If you've never seen that BBC TV show or miniseries or whatever you want to call it, it basically comes with 3 films. Not to be for the faint of heart. It's supposed to be kind of some gruesome images, and I just characterize this. It's probably pretty darn weird. I just threw it in basically to look at the picture quality, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to find a particular night I want to watch this. But let's open it up here. As you can see, it's a trilogy, 3 films. It's basically, I think, when the Neverwhere comparison, other than the weirdness, is that supposedly it starts off with this ape looking person that I don't know if he does something, but they end up chasing him, like, and he goes into the underworld, which is where the Neverwhere comparison is. Probably where it starts and ends. But you can see this has the kid, Orgy of the Damned, and the end. I think this for special edition. Yeah, bonus features. But yeah, I ended up getting this from Deaf Crocodile. Also comes with like a card and this pretty beefy book, illustrated book. Some really cool illustrations. You can see just the color, the vibrancy of some of these images, and I don't know if there's a ton of dialogue in this, or if there's any, or if it's just like based on images alone, or what. But we will be checking that out at the right night. Okay, get in there now. All right. So yeah, a little more obscure. Again, Deaf Crocodile. They have a lot of really obscure films there, different countries and stuff. But anyway, I got that. The 2551 Trilogy. And you can see the back. Okay, it's just really, it's nicely made too. Anyway, so yeah, sorry, I don't know a ton about that myself. And then next, I got this 12 Monkeys, the complete series, which the title is shared with obviously the 12 Monkeys with Brad Pitt and I think Bruce Willis, if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long since I've watched that. These are not really. This is more of like a standalone thing. It shares the name kind of only, but it does the concept of going back in time travel somewhat. There is a deadly plague that they're going back to save. I've heard nothing but like A plus 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 reviews about this. If any of you out there have actually watched this, go ahead and chime in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. But this will be this is the next one on the docket. Unless I don't get to it in time for, I ordered the Star Trek original series on Blu-ray. I already have it on DVD, which this is the second time this week I've bought something I already owned, but just wanted an upgrade because I actually absolutely love this original Star Trek series. To me, it's like some of the best, some of my most favorite prize viewing. So I figure it's about time to do another watch through. I do this every like 5 or more years where I go, you know what, I'm going to watch the series entirely again. And I figure if I'm going to do that, why not let's upgrade to that Blu-ray just so I can watch it at its the peak. And I think the Blu-ray also gives you the option to have the remastered version or just play the original version. I love the remastered one. Some of the new Star Trek ship effects and some of the other stuff they throw in there. So anyway, I'm kind of bouncing around here. So yeah, 12 Monkeys. Let me know what you think. I've heard nothing but great things about it. This Blu-ray set is pricey and harder to get. So I figured since I really I was really digging the reviews on this, and I had me intrigued enough. I picked it up for the cheapest item I could on eBay. I think it was like 35 40 bucks I spent on this. But yeah, 12 Monkeys Blu-ray. That'll probably be started after I finish this Dark Matter Season 3. So far, the first 2 seasons were, I think second season really started towards the end, started to get really interesting. The third season right now, I've only watched the first couple episodes. One was like a time loop episode, and basically the Asian guy becomes like the next villain here. The once part of the crew, now he's he like got his memories back and is the jerk that he was before. And he's basically, the crew has something he wants, so there's the conflict. And anyway, it's getting interesting enough. But so far season 3 kind of a little slower. We'll see how this thing ends. This is the last season before it got canceled. So, but I am enjoying this show, Dark Matter Season 3. I do like it. It kind of reminds me somewhat of like Serenity a little bit, or Firefly. Sorry. All right. This is a Megan Fox movie, Subservience. I think I made this was in my other video where I was complaining about the quality of the product I got. I ended up watching this, and you know what? I really enjoyed this film. I mean, it's not putting a flag anywhere, that's for sure. The concept has been done over and over again, and some could argue it's been done better. But she plays. I don't know if it's a case of her just being kind of robotic by personality, or if it's like the Courtney Love in the oh Jesus, what's the word? What's the movie I'm looking for? I just had People vs. Larry Flint, where Courtney Love plays the heroin addict to like perfection, because well she was kind of a heroin addict. So anyway, I thought Megan Fox did a great job as the AI robot. And there's a couple of, she has like a kind of a sex scene that, needless to say, was probably choreographed. I read had like, they have the new Hollywood like choreographers that have to like make sure everybody's okay to do it and all that stuff. But it was pretty hot. She's pretty hot still, even after, you know, getting older and kids and stuff. She's still pretty smoking hot, man. So she was nice to look at. I liked some of the AI effects that were put on later, like the blue light out of the mouth. I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, I was entertained. I enjoyed it. You know, a little bit of escapism. I pretty much liked it. Like I said, I would get the Canadian version if you can find it instead of this copy. The only difference I think you can tell is this backing. This is the XYZ. I can't read that. Millennium Media. And the Canadian version backing looks different. It has like the maple leaf or whatever. I would get that version because this one's an MOD, made on demand. And the Canadian version is probably a legit Blu-ray copy. Next one I watched was this movie, Carvers Gate, which is only a 3 point. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing over there? Huh? You watching me make the video? Huh? You take a bath? Take a bath for the bird? Huh? Good boy. Man, look, if the case matches your color, buddy. So Carver's Gate, this gets a 3.8 on IMDb. Pretty much, like in reviews, it's like, oh, this movie stinks and blah blah. You know what? I really like this film. It was entertaining. It's not you know, the Grapes of Wrath or anything. I mean, they had some really cool sets and cool special effects. I think this film came out in what, 1996. But it gives off a lot of like the 80s vibe, sci-fi. And it's basically about these people that live in, okay, shh. It's basically the remnants of civilization that are living like in this dystopian existence. And they're basically playing a game to like escape from their reality of how lame their lives are. And it's this game that, you know, ends up creating like a wormhole into reality where you can go into the game and the creatures in the game can come into the real world for periods of time. And it's actually pretty fun film. Michael Parra, who has done a lot of B sci-fi films that actually I enjoyed, like Moon 44, and he did a TV series and a couple other things. But this DVD was like $8, brand new. I liked it. I'll add this to this collection. Not as bad as everybody's saying. I enjoyed the sets. It was a fun time. Next up, Hologram Man. I did not finish this film. I think I turned it off because I had to go to bed so I could go to work, and I just haven't completed it yet. But it's kind of a mix of the Lawnmower Man somewhat, but mainly like Demolition Man, where the bad guy gets put in like a, instead of the cryo prison, he's put in like a digital prison in this one. And then he comes up for parole and cons the board to let him out, and or no, he escapes out on his own. He doesn't even try to weasel his way out. I think he, with help from his friends, he escapes, like he just walks through a wall. And at that point, I had to go to sleep, but I didn't finish it. It is what it is. It's when did this film come out? I want to say this came out in the 80s too, or early 90s. Sorry, I don't have my. I'm just winging it. Yeah, it doesn't. I can't see. I know, buddy. I know you want attention. I know. Okay, so Hologram Man. I will complete watching this. I thought it was okay. I guess there's another movie that this Joey Lauro does that's pretty rare. That's kind of like a Mad Max film. Man, there we go. No. I can't even find his name on here. Zeus, the Black Zeus from Fridays in this too. Yeah, Joe Lara. He's in another film. It's like I was saying, it was like the Mad Max. God, I can't remember the name of it. And last but not least, I watched this last night, and I have owned this for a while. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is that this is the Blu-ray Steel edition of Battle Beyond the Stars. And this is like one of my favorite films all time. And I ended up watching. This is a 2K scan of the Inner Positive. And I ended up also, I started watching a couple of the special features last night. But I know, calm down. Let me finish. But I am also checking out, I purchased the 4K version, which is out now, for like $15 on Amazon. And that will, see, this is like that, to me, this is like the Star Trek original series. Every 5 or 6 years, I pop it in just to rewatch it. And I figure the next time I watch it, I want to watch it the best quality. And I'm curious I think the 4K scan from the 2K scan is like four times the amount of pixels and detail, and the color gamut plus the audio. I was like, $15, okay, I'll do it. That's not after tax. I think it was like $17 after tax. But anyway, that's my video. Battle Beyond the Stars. I love it. Can't wait to watch it on 4K. And I also think I got, A Few Good Men on 4K is also coming. So I'll do a quick video when I get those. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Take care. Oh, yeah. And one last thing I did get. Anybody know in Seattle where this is little stained glass I bought. Not that I'm religious, but this is like an old school stained glass, and I need to find like a framer that can. It'd be pretty simple to do if I had a miter saw. Maybe I can go to the hardware store and they'll cut me a couple of like the U-channeled wood frame pieces. We'll see, but yeah, I guess it is kind of goes with. Excuse me. Kind of goes with the Christmas theme, but yeah, look at the colors in that. Pretty nice. Can't wait to get this thing wood frame because it's like starting to bow a little bit. It's like got so many pieces and it's a heavy little deal, but all right, that was it. The last piece. Let's see what it looks like behind that. Yeah, look at that. Pretty nice piece. 13 5/8 by 9 1/4, something like that. Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.